Against Michigan State, Johnny Meyer has been out, the fine right offensive tackle who was actually filling in at left defensive linebacker for Jim Lynch when he was hurt. Johnny Meyer will also be out, however, he is attending this football game. These two teams have met 35 times. Notre Dame at this point holds the edge. Notre Dame is won 23, lost 10, and tied 2. Let's take a look now at some of the games around the country, some final scores. Boston, I believe, and I'm trying to get number 31 of Southern California, is Gary Hill. Notre Dame has definitely won the toss, and with no wind to speak of today, has elected to receive. Southern California will kick off, defend the east goal to our right. Notre Dame will receive and defend the west goal to our left. And a reminder, of course, that this game is being brought to you by the very nice people out at Schick Safety Razor Company and the people at the B.F. Goodrich Company. Passes on the near side, gets set to receive. Notre Dame in the white jerseys. Southern Cal in the familiar colors, cardinal and gold. The referee blows the whistle and the game is underway. A long kickoff. Waiting for it is Rassus on the 3. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and down he goes as he fights his way up to the 30-yard line. Nick Rassus returning to the 30-yard line. Snow, the split end, is split to the right this time. Cantor in at fullback in the place of the injured Joe Farrell, and driving with the ball, and going is Bill Wolski, cracking off his own right tackle, and he goes for about 5 yards. Split now to the left as there's silence here, this crowd of 90,000. Johnny Huarte gives again to Bill Wolski, comes to the outside, tries to go upfield and gets to about the 37 or 38-yard line as he goes outside his own right end. He's in the I formation, now shifting out of it. Eddie and Wolski both in tight this time. The ball goes to Cantor, and Cantor is brought down almost immediately. He's gang tackled by the Trojans and brought down. The number 1 team in the country on their first offensive effort. Going deep for the Trojans, Gary Hill. Back to punt is Jack Snow. Snow standing on the 25-yard line. Hill is back on about the 22. Pass from center. There's the kick, a low kick, going away from the receiver, bouncing on the 25, down inside the 20, inside the 15. Hill will step out of bounds with the ball on the 11-yard line. A beautiful kick by Jack Snow. Moulton is wide to the side, calling the signals as Fertig. He gives to Heller, and Heller breaks over his own right side and goes for almost 4 yards. Outside the tackle, inside the end. He's brought down after a 5-yard gain. Moulton split to the left with the ball, and driving straight ahead again is Heller. Heller went for about 2 yards, a little closer this time, calling the signals. Fertig, the quarterback. He goes back to pass, throws it in the flat, it's complete to the 20, the 25, and out of bounds across the field to Garrett. Mike Garrett, the running back, took a little pass from the far side of the field, going with the ball. Driving downfield is Heller. Heller going off the right tackle, goes across the 30. Trojans ball on their own 33-yard line. Going with the ball once again is Heller, trying to go outside the tackle and gets across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. Very close to a first down before Jim Carroll and Longo again came in to make the stop. Calling the signals, Fertig. Fertig gives to Heller. Heller drives over his own right guard, gets up to the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain before he's brought down. Regner, along with Carroll, coming in to make the stop. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Or rather, it'll be 1st and 10. Sherman is wide to the right, Moulton wide to the left. With the ball is Garrett, their running back, and Garrett drives over his own right guard, the left side of the Notre Dame line, and goes for 3 or 4 yards. We have 9.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. With the ball, once again, is Heller. Heller tries to go over his own right tackle, the left side of the Notre Dame line. He picked up about a yard. Fertig calling the signals, pitches back to Sherman. Sherman goes inside, fumbles the ball, and let's see who recovers. Notre Dame recovers. Notre Dame recovered the ball on about the 46-yard line. Don Gamitter coming in to recover. As Sherman fumbled the ball as he was hit, the ball popped out of his hands, and the Irish came up with it in Southern California territory on the 46-yard line. And so Notre Dame gets the first break of the ball game as we have a timeout for Notre Dame. Notre Dame, a gain from the 46-yard line to the 30, a gain of 16 yards. And now, going into the center of the line, to the 30-yard line, was John Huarte. Pass was from Huarte to Phil Sheridan on the 16-yard gain, and Huarte now just went in for no gain. No, split to the right. Johnny Huarte coming to this side, looking downfield, throws, and is completed. A beautiful catch to Eddie. Eddie is at the 10, down on the 9-yard line. going high in the air. The sophomore taking the ball in the 15-yard line. Snow is put to the left. Right out on the flank is Eddie. Right behind Huarte is Cantor. Cantor gets the ball, drives straight ahead, down to about the 6-yard line before he's brought down. Down on the 6-yard line. Once again calling the signals, Huarte. Snow is wide to the right. Going with the ball is Eddie, and he's going back for a loss, back on the 9-yard line. Number 68, Matt Bird, the big right tackle, came crashing through. Eddie and Snow are wide to the right. Calling the signals is John Huarte. He's dropping straight back to pass, looks downfield, throws, and it's no good. Way over the head of the intended receiver. Nick Eddie. There's the pass from center. There's the kick. It's long enough. It's good. Now Jim Morris with some sound advice about Schick stainless steel blades. Coming up to take it is Williams. He's at the 20, the 25, gets to the 30 and fights his way up to about the 32-yard line before he's brought down. The I formation used by John McKay's Trojans. Ferdy, the quarterback. He gives to Garrett. Garrett coming to this side. Trying to go to the outside. Gets by one tackler at the 35 and goes out of bounds upfield on the 39-yard line. Calling the signals is Ferdy, the quarterback. He gives to his fullback, who goes straight ahead and maybe picks up a yard or so before he's brought down by Page.
I've been to the opposite side that he'd generally been running.
All right, driving with the ball is Garrett going to the far side and brought down across the 40 on about the 41 or 42-yard line. He'll be very close to a first down. The penalty was against the Trojans, clipping, and it'll be walked off 15 yards. Craig Fertig, or staying in the punt rather. He's the punter for the Trojans, standing back on the 12-yard line. Low pass from center, gets it away. It's a good kick. Waiting for it is Rastus. Takes it on the 35. He's at the 40, and down he goes to the 42-yard line. Gang tackle by the Trojans, led by Vallone. Flip to the left. Cantor is right behind Huarte. Eddie is right behind Cantor. Wolski is the other running back. Going with the ball is Wolski coming to the outside of the 40, 45. Gets field out to the 45 and out of bounds on the 40-yard line of the Trojans of Southern California. A beautiful run on the part of Bill Wolski. Illegal use of the hands on offense cost a 15-yard penalty back on their own 27. They lead by a score of 3-0. With the ball is Huarte. Back to throw. Looking, scampering around and throws. And it's complete. At the 45 to Jack Snow. And Snow is held it out of bounds at midfield. Jack Snow taking the pass from Huarte.
Out of the pocket, we still got the ball away for the completion.
Going with the ball is Cantor, trying to go up the right side of the Trojan line. He goes nowhere as he's brought down almost immediately. Cantor, Eddie, and Wolski. Going with the ball and driving straight ahead is Cantor, and he's got the first down. Cantor going over his own left guard, pulls his way for the first down to about the 47-yard line.
To credit Nicola, Tamian, and Arrington with some fine blocking on that last play for the first down.
Out of the huddle come the Irish. The ball is equal distance between the sidelines. Huarte back to pass, looking downfield, trying to set the screen. Throws it, it's complete. At the 45, down to the 40. Going with the ball is Nick Eddie. And there's a flag on the play as Eddie comes out of bounds over on about the 31-yard line. Illegal receiver downfield. The ball goes all the way back to the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 25 to go for Notre Dame. And now Pete Andriotti, who's in place of Nick Eddie, is split as a flanker, extremely wide to the right. Johnny Huarte back to pass, looks downfield, throws up the middle, and it's complete to Sheridan across the midfield stripe down on about the 47-yard line. They might have a chance to identify themselves. We point bare ball. Second down, long yardage as Johnny Huarte goes back to throw, fakes once, fires down to the sidelines, and completed a fine catch to Jack Snow right on the 36-yard line. Very close to a first down as Jack Snow caught that on his knees.
Completed 4.
All right, with the ball is Huarte. He fakes to the fullback, drops straight back, speed rush, throws long, has him in the open. No good. Phil Sheridan had gotten behind the receivers, but the pass was over his head. And Wolski are extremely wide to the right. Going with the ball is Eddie on the draw plays across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Nick Eddie on the draw. Went off his own left guard. Calling the signals is Johnny Huarte. Huarte fakes once, keeps the ball himself, drops back to pass, decides to run with the ball, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Johnny Huarte faked to the fullback, kept the ball, looked downfield as though he wanted to pass as the first quarter comes to an end. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Southern California 0, Notre Dame 3. And now this message from B.F. Goodrich. So once again, split to the wide side of the playing field. Eddie is right behind Cantor. The ball goes to Cantor. He's got the first down. Down to the 23-yard line as Cantor blooms off his own left tackle. Once again, Snow is wide to the left, the wide side of the playing field. With the ball is Wolski going over his own right guard, maybe for a yard, and that's all. It's coming in. Leading the tacklers is Marv Bain of the Trojans. 3-0. We're in the early part of the second quarter. Cantor right behind Hewitt in the I formation. With the ball is Hewitt, back to pass, looks downfield, throws. It's Jack Snow on a great grab in the end zone and a fine pass to Hewitt, who got behind Lee. Notre Dame is Kenny Ivan with Sandy Bonvecchio holding. There's the pass from center. There is the kick, and it's good. And now Jim Morris with a word about Schick.
Announcing new from Schick. Hot lather barbershop style now in a push-button can. Here's how it works. You just hold the top under hot running water for a few seconds. An amazing heat coil picks up the heat from the water, then transfers that heat to the shave cream, and out comes rich hot lather. And any barber will tell you, hot lather softens your beard a lot better, gives you a better shave. Look for new Schick Hot Lather Shave Cream. Another first from those new-thinking folks at Schick. Buy it with long-lasting Schick stainless steel blades, double edge or injector.
Sherman goes wide to the left, and Moulton is split to the right. The running backs are Williams. And Garrett, with the ball is Garrett. Garrett trying to go off the right side of the Notre Dame line, and he doesn't go anywhere. Alan Page, who comes out holding his hand. So he has been hurt for the moment. A pass back to Garrett. Garrett goes wide to the left. Keeps his feet inbounds as he comes across the 35 and out of bounds on about the 37 or 38-yard line. Mike Garrett taking the backward pass. Greg Fertig with the ball, hands it off to Heller. Heller goes off the right side of the Notre Dame line, fights his way across the 45-yard line before he's brought down. For Southern California, Moulton once again is wide to the right. Going with the ball is Heller, going off to his left side and fighting his way across midfield down to the 44-yard line of Notre Dame. Again, the Trojans with the ball moving the second quarter. Williams and Heller are right behind. Williams taking the ball, moves up the center into the open, across the 35, down to the 33-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame line. The Trojans are beginning to find daylight and move upfield. This time it's Heller. Heller goes outside and gets across the 35, fights his way down to the 23-yard line before he's brought down. All right, next Lassen fashioning this drive with the ball. Once again, this time it's Garrett. Garrett gets down to the 20 before he's tripped up by Hardy. Kevin Hardy is the first one to hit him.
Big play, and I think in a moment they're going to have an opportunity to do just
Garrett.
that.
Garrett doesn't get the backward pass, and let's see who recovers it.
We're going to get an opportunity to do it there.
With the ball is Fertig, back to pass. He throws, it's complete to Sherman. Sherman gets away from tackle. He fights his way inside the 15-yard line. Tom Longo coming in to make the stop. Heller right behind him. He's back to pass, hesitates, throws long, and it is no good. He has the man in the open, but he misses him. Moulton was in wide open, but the pass was a little wide of the target. But Notre Dame stopped him. Snow is wide to the right. The ball just 18 yards in from this side of the field. He went back to pass, throws, and it's complete upfield on the 35 to Snow, and Snow is brought down on about the 36-yard line. Snow this time is split to the short side of the playing field. The ball is about 18 yards in from the right side. Hewitt gives it on a reverse to Eddie. Eddie comes to this side. He's at the 40, and down he goes in the 41 or 42-yard line. Eddie, who was set outside as a flanker on the right side. Snow is split to the right. The running backs are Wolski and Cantor. With the ball is Hewitt. He pitches back to Wolski, and Wolski goes out of bounds close to midfield on about the 49-yard line, or perhaps right at the midfield stripe. Once again, the same offensive formation. Eddie and Snow wide to the wide side of the playing field. Hewitt comes to this side, keeps the ball, and is brought down after a yard gain as he moves off his own left guard. Snow wide to the left. Johnny Hewitt takes once, goes back to pass, and he is intercepted. Intercepted downfield by the Southern California Trojans. Walker comes back up into Notre Dame territory on the 33-yard line. Ball is on the 38-yard 15-yard line. Fertig, the quarterback for the Trojans, Johnny McKay's fine team. Going with the ball is Garrett. Garrett breaks away from tacklers as he gets down to the 30. Garrett was hit. Split end is wide to the right side of the playing field this time. Going with the ball is the fullback. Williams straight ahead, over his center, down to the 25-yard line.
Each time they go to the air, they seem to get in trouble.
All right, Fertig gives the ball to Heller, and Heller is hit behind the line of scrimmage in a driving tackle by Passy. Tells me that he is or is not in. He's out of there. Matera's in. With the ball is Fertig. Back to throw. Throws long. It's broken up beautifully. Longo breaking up the pass. Intended for Sherman.
What I was talking about a moment ago.
All right, Notre Dame has Eddie and Snow wide to the right. With the ball is Wolski coming to this side of the playing field. Bill Wolski gets about a yard, and that's all as he tries to come outside and cut the corner and go upfield here in the first half. Jack Snow this time is wide to the right, the wide side of the playing field. With the ball is Johnny Huarte. Back to throws, and it's complete to Sheridan. Sheridan is down immediately on the 38-yard line. The ball is just about 18 yards into the south side. Split to the wide side of the playing field is Jack Snow. With the ball and going is Johnny Huarte. Back to pass, throws, and it's complete to Snow across the midfield stripe down on the 49-yard line.
Well, Huarte to get him the ball.
Eddie and Snow are wide to the right. With the ball, driving straight ahead now on the handoff from the quarterback is Wolski, Bill Wolski, and Wolski goes across the 45. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. With the ball is Johnny Huarte. Back to throw. He throws. It's complete in the 35 to Snow, and Snow fights his way from tacklers down to about the 30-yard line before Gary Hill came in to make the stop. Side of the playing field as Nick Eddy and Jack Snow are split wide to the left. Huarte once again back to pass. Looks downfield. Throws long. He had it for just a second, but he was hit by Fred Hill on the inside. Johnny Huarte with Snow and Eddie wide to the left. Huarte once again back to pass, looks downfield, throws, and it's complete inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line to Bill Wolski. Wolski making a leaping catch at about the 25-yard line to lead this ballgame. Does Notre Dame by a score of 10-0. Johnny Huarte calling the signals, waiting for the pass from his center. He gives to Wolski. Wolski goes to the right outside the end and goes out of bounds inside the 15-yard line, down to the 15, where they have second down and 8 to go. Johnny Huarte once again gives this time to Eddie. Eddie goes to the 15. He's down to the 11-yard line before he's brought down. Nick Eddy took the handoff, went off the left side of his line. Calling the signals is Johnny Huarte. Huarte waiting for the handoff. He gives to Eddie, and Eddie drives inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Nick Eddy has a first and goal down to the 5. They have the ball down on the 5-yard line. Calling the signals is Johnny Huarte. He slides to his left. Pitches back now to Wolski. Wolski is at the 2. He's over for a touchdown. Bill Wolski wins the outside. And will try for the point after. Sandy Bonvecchio holds. There's the pass from center. There's the kick, and it's good. Notre Dame leads 17-0. Beautiful sunlit afternoon here in Southern California at the Coliseum. Down in the 2. Minute 15 seconds remaining. There's the whistle. Here's the kick. Down in the direction of Mike Garrett, who takes it on the 6. He's at the 10. Goes to his left in the 15, the 20. Goes to the outside in the 25. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Fights his way across the 45 up to the 46-yard line before he's brought down. Mike Garrett taking the ball on the 6-yard line. Identification, gentlemen, for a moment. As Fertig is back to pass. He throws. It's complete to Sherman at midfield, and Sherman hangs onto the ball as the Notre Dame tackler tried to steal it from him. Sherman is flipped to the left. Moten is wide to the right. Fertig back to pass. Throws. No good. Intended for Mike Garrett down the near sideline. Again, it's Sherman, the flanker, flanked to the left. Garrett is in motion. Fertig with the ball. He's back in the 40. Throws long for Sherman. Carey is there with it. A beautiful catch by Sherman down to the 10-yard line. With Moten moving to this side. With the ball and pitch back to Heller. Heller tries to go off the right side of Notre Dame's line, and he gets a yard as he's belted out of bounds on the far side of the field. Fred Hill has come in, and he is split wide to the right as Fertig drops straight back, looks downfield, throws for Hill. Hill has it. He drops the ball. He dropped the ball in the end zone as he went down. Tom Longo hit him. So now, once again on third down. Furtick back to pass. Looks again in the direction of Hill. Throws the ball, and it's batted down. He waited a fraction of a second too long. There's a flag on the play. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Interference call.
Baylor 12 in the third period. Cincinnati 14, Houston nothing also in the third period.
All right, the ball in the 23. Garrett is in motion. Furtick racing back. Throws to Garrett. Garrett's at the 25. He's at the 20. Being hemmed in by tacklers, and down he goes on the 19-yard line. Ken McGlissig, as the clock continues to move, now showing 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it's 5 seconds remaining, but Notre Dame has possession of that ball anyway. That was fourth down, so Notre Dame will just run out the clock, and this first half will end. Jim Gibbons along with Jim Morris here at halftime, and in our broadcasting booth, going to talk with Jim Morris is a gentleman who is the only other coach that ever took Notre Dame in his very first year to an undefeated season. That would be Frank Leahy, when his first year with Notre Dame guided the Irish to an undefeated season. I think Frank had one tie, as I recall. And of course, I'm sure he'll have some interesting comments about Parseghian and the Irish as they're rolling toward an undefeated season and 10 straight victories. Jimmy?
Well, as Jim told you, our guest today at halftime is former Notre Dame coach Frank Leahy. First of all, Coach, let's talk about the ball game. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I think, Jimmy, it's probably the most exciting first half I've ever seen, with the score being 17-0. Southern Cal is an outstanding football team. As we both know, they're going all out today to make sure they get a Rose Bowl bid. I'm sure that's their main motive for turning in such a great performance. But against this great Notre Dame team, they're not going to make it, Jim.
Frank, were you surprised at the ease in the first quarter with which Southern California was able to run the ball against that Notre Dame defense?
I was, and I must tell you, Jimmy, I'm just about as nervous now as you used to be when you were playing at Notre Dame and before the game when I was coaching there. Lots of tension in the air today.
No question about that, Coach. What has impressed you most all year long about this Notre Dame team?
Well, Jim, first of all, on behalf of all Notre Dame men and fans, I want to heartily congratulate Coach Parseghian and his capable assistants on the gridiron masterpiece they've constructed. You know, this year's team, Jim, possesses all the ingredients for success. And don't you think their most detectable quality is that pure, unadulterated desire to return Notre Dame, a school they feel privileged to represent, to a position of pride and prestige? Don't you think, Jimmy, that's probably their greatest quality?
I don't think there's any question about it.
And from that stems devastating tackling and blocking, which, as you know, is the essence of offense and defense. Coach Parseghian, Jimmy, has done a masterful job of selling his players on themselves and his staff. They have that unquestioned faith in each other and their coaches. They're, as you know, a dynamic, inspirational, highly imaginative gentleman with his streamlined offense consisting of a split end, flanker backs, and perfectly timed crossbucks and power sweeps. Seems to be more than slightly ahead of his adversaries. It seems to me, Jimmy, that he's going forward offensively and defensively just a little more than the coaches against whom he's competing.
Well, one of the things I've noticed each week, Coach, is Coach Parseghian seems to come up with 3 or 4 plays in every ball game that he had not used in a prior football game, and they seem to work each time.
It's a great game plan, and they're based upon the defense which he contemplates seeing. And Jimmy, as both of us know, there isn't a boy on the Notre Dame squad this year that was recruited by Parseghian. Consequently, I believe that proves that Notre Dame really never de-emphasized football. And as an ex-player and a coach at the University of Notre Dame, I offer a sincere thanks to a coaching performance that is absolutely, Jimmy, unsurpassed. And I hope this represents the beginning of the most remarkable record ever achieved at Notre Dame. And as you know, Jim, we're privileged to live in that garden spot of America, Portland, Oregon. Rumor has it that Oregon State will represent their league if today's score should belittle Southern Cal. And should Coach Prothero's well-tutored Beavers receive the call, they will acquit themselves very creditably. I've seen them play, and believe me, Jimmy, they're really ready to roll. Jimmy, it's always nice to be with you, and allow me again to congratulate you on the wonderful job that you and Jim do in all the Notre Dame games.
Fine. Thank you very much, Coach. I've been talking with Coach Frank Leahy.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back to Jim Morris in just a moment. Now this message from V.F. Goodrich. There's nothing unusual about a tow truck pulling a car out of deep snow. But when the car tows the tow truck, that's news, and that's traction. It's the kind of pulling power you get on B.F. Goodrich Trailmaker Silvertown tires. The snow tires with the deepest biting edges of any major brand. Trailmakers actually towed a tow truck to demonstrate the amazing traction you can expect on your car. Wherever you drive, on winter roads, in heavy mud or deep snow, Trailmakers will give you more pulling power, safer turns, quicker stops. And here's something else to remember. BFG Trailmaker edges are so deep that even after winters of hard driving, you'll still be getting safe, dependable traction, long after others have lost their grip. Could you ask for more from a snow tire? Then ask for...
The University of Notre Dame proudly presents its marching band, the Band of the Fighting Irish.
second down and 15 yards and a foot to go as Big Joe Canner had moved in for a touchdown. And the flag came hurtling to the turf.
Coach Parseghian is jumping up and down.
Johnny Huarte has Snow and Wolski wide to the right, but it's Eddie with the ball as Eddie tries to come off his right side, the left side of the Trojan line. He gets a yard or two as he gets down to about the 12-yard line. Third down and 12 to go. Snow is split wide to the left. Johnny Huarte has Cantor and Wolski right behind him. Huarte back to pass, looks downfield, fakes one, now again, and then throws, and it is long, batted up in the air, out of the hands of Snow. They scored the touchdown, so it's fourth down. And now Johnny Huarte dropping straight back, looking downfield, has good time, takes one, now throws as he's hit, and it is no good. Out of the end zone. Sherman is flanked to the left, the short side of the playing field, as Furtick gives off to Garrett. Garrett is behind the line of scrimmage as he tries to move, and down he goes, back of the line of scrimmage on a real fine tackle. The penalty was against Southern Cal. Irish decline it. They want the down and the loss of the yardage. It wouldn't have been much more even if they effected the penalty, which would have been half the distance to go. Calling the signal, second down is Furtick. He's back to pass, looking for Sherman downfield. He has him. Trojans have Sherman to this side and Motown to the right side as Furtick is back once again to throw. He's being chased, throws the ball, and it's low, no good. Pressuring in the backfield with him all the way was Ken McGlissy. On second down, 10 yards to go. Furtick back to pass, throws over the center, a great grab on the 48-yard line by Sherman. On the 49-yard line to Southern California. They've got Moten to this side as Furtick gives to Garrett. Garrett goes off the right side, finds an opening across the 45, down to about the 42-yard line before he's brought down. Jim Carroll coming in to make the stop. Moten is split to the wide side. With the ball is Williams. Williams goes over his own right tackle, down to about the 38-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Offsetting penalties. So we'll play this ball over again. It'll be second down and a yard to go. Leanne to the wide side, right behind Furtick is Williams. Williams gets the ball, drives over the 40 for that first down, down to about the 39-yard line. He's got it, a first down. Score 17-7. Clock continues to move. Calling the signal is Furtick as he goes back to pass, looks downfield, being pressured, throws a short pass. That is complete, but the receiver is hit immediately at the 40-yard line. Sherman is flanked inside to the left, wide side of the playing field. Furtick is back to pass, looking downfield. He throws. It's complete to Hill on a good catch inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Fred Hill is hit immediately by Tony Carey. But it's a first down on the 27-yard line. And Southern California relentlessly continues their march downfield. Craig Furtick with Williams and Garrett right behind him. Garrett gets the ball, breaks across the right tackle, and gets down to about the 22 or 23-yard line.
As much as he can.
All right, Craig Furtick with Williams behind him. He's back to pass. He throws, and it is in there. And there'll be flags going down. And I believe the penalty will be against the Trojans, as apparently they tried to send in a play, but perhaps to go for 2 points. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. There's the whistle. Here comes Gears. Let's see what he does. No, he boots it away downfield. Waiting for it is Eddie on the 8. He's at the 10, the 15, comes to this side at the 20, gets to the 25, fights his way up to about the 28-yard line. Gang tackled by 5 Trojans. Make it 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. John Huarte over the center. John Huarte gives the ball to Wolski, and Wolski comes across the 30 up to about the 33-yard line before he's brought down by Bain. Snow, who's split wide to the left. Rolling the signals, Johnny Huarte in the inbound hash mark. Huarte gives to Wolski. Wolski comes over his own right tackle up to about the 34-yard line.
Might have had a score in the first quarter.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Snow is to the left. Wolski is out on the flank. Calling the signals is Johnny Huarte. He gives to Eddie. Eddie running wide, looking for blocking. Doesn't get him, and down he goes. On the 34-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Southern California tacklers settle the play. The clock continues to move. Showing now just 3 minutes and 15 waiting for the pass from center. He gets it. He kicks it, coming upfield away from Garrett. Bounces on the 40-yard line. Is down to the 28. And Garrett is hit immediately and dropped way back on the 23-yard line as he retreats to find running room. Holding. Starts against the Irish. And so Southern California, now with 2 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the ball game, will watch Notre Dame kick over again. Jack Snow is standing back on the 7-yard line. The situation once again, the score is 17-13. Notre Dame leads. They have to punt with 2.5 minutes remaining. There's the pass from center. There's the kick. Garrett takes it at the 45, dances around, looks for running room. He's at the 48. Gets away from one tackler, spinning his feet down to the 45. He's run down, fumbles the ball. Let's see who recovers. I believe it's the Trojan on the 40-yard line of Notre Dame. Garrett fumbled the ball in the 45. Was recovered by the Trojans on the 40. Clock is stopped in the field with the score here at the Coliseum, Southern California, 13, Notre Dame 17. Garrett goes down right at the line of scrimmage, and Furtick immediately calls timeout. Trojans come out of the huddle, and Hill is wide to the right, along with Sherman. Furtick back to pass, looking downfield. Waits, throws long, and it is complete. On a great catch to Fred Hill. Hill takes it right in the crowd, down on the 17-yard line. Down below us, out of the huddle they come. Sherman is wide to the right. Moulton wide to the left. The backward pass to Garrett. Garrett goes down and out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Fred Hill, who has been the great receiver for the Trojans. Pretty back to pass. Looking for Hill. Throws for him. He may have it. He got it. Oh, he gets it front. He dropped the ball in the end zone. He was all by himself, and Tony Carey lost his footing. Out of the huddle they come. Once again, it's Hill. It's wide to the left. Calling the signals is Furtick. Back to pass. Being pressured out of the pocket. Throws the ball and it's fumbled, and let's see who recovers it. I believe Southern California recovered the ball as Hill was pressured by Alan Page. All right, Jimmy, once again, it's Sherman this time wide to the left. Hill is to the right. Calling the signals is Furtick. In motion is Garrett. Furtick back to throw. He throws. It's complete. It's a touchdown. Late in the ballgame. A minute, 30 seconds remaining. Huarte back to pass. Looking downfield. Throws. And it is no good. Intended for Snow. Watching the valiant Trojans of Southern California fight back and go out in front. 20-17. Johnny Huarte back to pass. Looking downfield. Throws. It is complete to Eddie, and Eddie comes out of bounds. Out of the huddle come the Irish. Splitting to the wide side of the playing field is Wolski and Snow. Johnny Huarte is back to pass, dropping straight back, looking downfield, throws, and it may be intercepted. Number 31, Gary Hill, had a straight shot at a touchdown. The score is 20-17. Notre Dame trails. Southern California leads on second down. Johnny Huarte once again dropping straight back to pass, looks down, throws, and it is complete, I believe. Upfield it is, on about the 38-yard line. The flag came down. I believe the interference call may be against Southern California. So they've got to run a little faster, pass a little better, block a little harder if they want to pull this one out. They trail 20-17. Johnny Huarte takes to his left, looks to the right, throws, and it is no good. The flag goes down. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Sheridan, I believe. Penalty is against Southern California. Here it comes, marching off. Inside the 45-yard line. Notre Dame trails 20-17. They have the ball on the 43-yard line of the Trojans. Johnny Huarte over the center, dropping straight back, looking downfield, making one, throws far down the field, and it was Nate Shaw who intercepted that pass. They just drive straight into the line. The clock continues to move with 35 seconds remaining. Notre Dame calls timeout. Digging in to stop. Southern California, Craig Fertig undoubtedly will just run that ball into the line. He gives it to Garrett. Garrett runs behind the line of scrimmage. He's met at the 48 and brought down by Carey. 30 seconds remaining. Score is 20-17.
Craig Fertig, the quarterback of Southern California, and Mike Garrett, the halfback, have just been outstanding, along with Moulton, the other end.
And Hill, who has made those fine catches. Garrett once again with the ball. 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. It'll be third down. Notre Dame coming to the end of the line of their long, victorious season. Notre Dame calls timeout. Well, Jimmy Morris, you have to give a world of credit to Southern California. Their fine team going to the Rose Bowl by virtue of this victory. I would think there would be no question about that. But you certainly have to give credit now to Parseghian and his team, who came into this season looking for maybe a 5-5, a 500 season. Came along through 9 games, met an inspired team here this afternoon. They fought hard. They were out in front 17-0. But you can't take any credit away from Notre Dame, but you have to give it to the Trojans of Southern California. 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. We want to take this opportunity to thank our spotters, the very unhappy and sad Frank Zerilli, Coach, excuse me, who works with Charlie Callahan. Again, we'll take this opportunity, too, of extending our sincere appreciation to the entire Notre Dame faculty, Father Hesford, Father Joyce, Moose Krause, Edward Moose Krause, the athletic director, to all of the Notre Dame people for their fine treatment.